It's your girl Tiffany, Metamalicious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would be so kind, so please like, share, and subscribe. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, so please take the messages that apply. Leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we are going to get started. I do hope you all are doing well and feeling well on tonight, guys. So we're going to start. Let's see, what are we going to do tonight? Let's look into you all spiritual gifts, okay, guys? That's what we're going to do. Last night I did a reading talking about your life purpose, discovering your life purpose. So tonight we are going to be looking into your spiritual gift, okay? Which can kind of tie into your life purpose. We're going to kind of see how everything coincides with one another, but you definitely can implement both in your life, okay? Okay, guys, so the first card we have here is psychic healing. Okay, Spirit is saying that you're being called to explore psychic and spiritual healing to help improve one's condition, no matter if you're focusing on the mind, body, or soul here. Okay, so I definitely feel like that is something that's definitely of importance for any of you all who is into spirituality, okay? Especially if this is something that you can do for yourself, okay, when it comes to psychic healing, but as well if you are working with clients, if you're working with others, okay? Next, we have aromatherapy here, okay? So Spirit is saying that you're being called to explore essential oil therapies to help improve emotional and physical well-being, okay? Again, all of these things, guys, you could definitely can use for yourself, but this is specifically talking about the spiritual gifts that you have here, okay? All of these things that we're going to talk about can apply to you, okay? Or just like we did last night with discovering your life purpose, each different message that come out could be, could relate to individually, different people, okay? So some of you all, you have the spiritual gifts of psychic healing. Another of you all, you have the spiritual gift of aromatherapy, okay? So we have here, oh, I didn't even know that this was a thing. Clair epiphany, or clair empathy, okay? Clair empathy. Kind of like clairvoyance, clairsentient, clairaudient. There is a clair empathy. I keep wanting to say epiphany, but it's empathy, clear empathy, okay? Spirit is saying that you're being called to tune into your emotions, thoughts, and physical energies of others so you can help others heal and clear unwanted energy here, okay? So y'all know what it's like to have empathy, okay, for someone, for something, or what have you. Those of you all who have the spiritual gift of clear empathy, Spirit is wanting you to tap in, tune into your emotions, okay, as well as others' emotions, okay, and that way you can heal others, okay, with this clear empathy ability, okay. So let's see what else is going on here, okay. So we have what is this? Catastrophacy? Am I saying that right? Traumacy. You're being called to explore the past, the present, and future by tuning into the frequencies of the universe with a mirror. Okay? Oh, wow. So, this could be like mirror magic in some type of way. Yeah. Spirit wants you to Explore the past, present, and future. Okay, somebody, I feel like you're able to see the past, present, and kind of like how some psychics, some mediums may be able to see the future, you know, see past, present, and future things through a crystal ball. Some of you here, somebody here has the ability to do that with a mirror. Okay, specifically a mirror. Okay, which in this situation I feel like is serving as like a portal of some kind. Okay, guys, so the pronunciation of this word is catoptromancy. Okay, catoptromancy. CATOPTROMANCY. Okay, so like I said, Spirit is asking for you to explore the past, the present, and the future by tuning into the frequencies of the universe with a mirror. Okay. So, Spirit, what other spiritual gifts do the collective have that I need to share with them on today? Okay, so we have Akashic Records here. Okay, you are being called to explore the Akashic Records to provide powerful insights and guidance here. Okay, so first of all, it's very invasive and intrusive to look into someone else's Akashic records without their permission, okay? But if you are, say, like a spiritualist, a healer, a psychic, or anything like that, and you're working directly with the client to better understand them or their situation, or they want you to look into their Akashic records, you definitely could do so. If you want to look into your Akashic records, you definitely could do so, okay? But it's basically an invasion and violation of another person's privacy. As well, it is an abuse of your spiritual gifts for you to look into another's Akashic records without their permission, as well as it is against spiritual laws for you to try to change another person's Akashic records, okay? Especially if they have not given you, you know, permission to do so, okay? So we have psychic healing here, okay? Aromatherapy, empathy, what did I say that was called? Catastrophomancy. I've literally never heard of that word, okay? And Akashic records here, guys, okay? So individually, you all could have these different spiritual gifts, Spirit is saying, okay? Let's look into, do we want to look into, somebody is into shamanism. Okay, you're being called to explore working as a spiritual teacher and healer who can move between the worlds as a messenger to bring wisdom and healing. Okay, I'm also seeing angel readings at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so you're being called to communicate and convey divine messages of guidance from the angelic realms. Okay, guys, I wonder if Spirit wanted me to. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take a few more. I'm gonna kind of do it a different way. Okay, Spirit, what other spiritual gifts do I need to share with the collective? So I'm seeing pendulum here. Okay, you're being called to explore working with the pendulum to give spiritual and intuitive guidance and answers, no matter how simple or complex, okay? So there are many different pendulums, okay? It's something like this, guys, okay? This one is actually made of amethyst, okay? You can get them in all shapes, sizes, colors, and, you know, made with different, you know, type of material and different things like that, okay? But some of you all, you have the spiritual gift of using a pendulum, okay? Sometimes people get into things and they start doing things that they really don't know what they're doing, how they're doing, or, you know, really have the permission or clearance to be using things or whatever. Thus, they don't know how to use it right, okay? So I'm pretty sure y'all have seen people use these pendulums. Like, it's not something that you have to forcibly shake around and roll around in a circle real fast. Like, you don't have to do any of that. It's energy. It moves on its own, okay? You clear the space, you clear the energy, you clear your pendulum, okay? You ask spirit a question, okay? And the energy will move it for you, okay? So we have here acupuncturist. Did I say that right? Acupuncturist? Okay, yeah. So some of you all could definitely be into acupuncture, okay? Or maybe you should be, okay? Spirit is saying that you're being called to explore simulating acupuncture points to encourage healing, to restore balance and energy flow, okay? I know that, like, a lot of Asian culture people are into acupuncture. I really don't know of any American people who are, but it is possible. It's definitely something that if you are called to do, I'm pretty sure you can study, you can learn how to do this or what have you. Definitely to make sure that you're doing it right and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? When you're like physically doing things with people's bodies and different things like that, even if you have the spiritual God-given gift to do something like that, because it's almost like a, not really, well, almost kind of like a medical treatment or whatever. You just want to make sure, because it's like these little bitty thin tiny needles that you're sticking in people's body. You still want to make sure that you're doing it right, that you're not like hurting or harming somebody in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion. So I definitely feel like those who are acupuncturists, who are already into that profession, definitely have a lot of knowledge in doing so, training in doing so, or what have you here, okay? So last but not least, we have peacemaker here, okay? So for some of you all, your spiritual gift could be a peacemaker, okay? You're being called to explore using your skills of diplomacy, um, ideals of fairness and compassion to find fair solutions here, okay, guys? So one or more of these categories, okay, because every last one of these cards are different spiritual gifts that either you all have or that spirit is trying to activate within you or going to activate within you or what have you, are fields that you should definitely be working in, okay? Okay, it's interesting. I just turned the card around, but spell work was is at the bottom of the deck. It was actually in the reverse. So I feel like for persons who's already doing spell work, okay, definitely in a negative way. For the persons who are abusing their spiritual gifts with spell work to say like play God in other people's lives, to take another person's free will, to manipulate a person or control a person in a certain way. This spell work card, you just see me turn the card around, was in the reverse. Okay, y'all need to stop with the doing the spell work here. Okay, but others of you all who are being drawn to do spell work here, like you actually have, and once again, guys, a lot of people can get into things, some people get into things without having like this clear channel, or what is the word I want to use, like given the guidance or the express permission to do so. Some of us are naturally born with certain things. We're naturally supposed to be in certain fields and doing certain things. Other people just dive into something because they think it's cool, because they just want to try it, or what have you. And a lot of times those end up being the people who end up abusing whatever type, because anybody can be trained in anything. Anybody can study anything, train in anything, practice in anything long enough to be able to do it. That does not mean that you're supposed to be doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Others, when it comes to particular life purposes, when it comes to particular spiritual gifts, these are gifts that you have been blessed with, that spirit has put within you for you to be able to do, okay? And a lot of times, things that you know that is good for you, you are drawn to it, okay? There's no peer pressure involved in it. There's no you're only doing so for randomly one day you start doing something out of spite or hatefulness or competition or something like that. You were just naturally drawn to doing something, and you would do that said something whether you was getting paid a dime for doing it. But that's you naturally having that gift, naturally having a calling, naturally being drawn to that sad thing. Okay. um and I'll give you an example. Those of us who grew up Christian, okay, or religious, we when we first went through our awakening, we went through every last one of us, I guarantee you, went through this battle. We had this battle, okay? We felt it's like a confliction. You felt conflicted when our the religious aspect of us clashed with our spiritual aspect of us, because we were being drawn to spirituality, but we wasn't raised in spirituality. We wasn't taught spirituality, but it's within us. We were taught Christianity. We were taught religion. Okay, so many of us who grew up with that background, once we met, were drawn to spirituality finally, which likely didn't happen until we went through an awakening, and then it was like boom, spirituality, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And we were naturally called to it, but we questioned ourselves. Okay, for the first time in our life, some of us even questioned God. We may have even, many of us went through that aspect of feeling, almost feeling dirty, feeling like we was doing something that God was not pleased with. Okay, and that's the reason why sometimes you see many of us, you might see a gap from when we first start doing it, and you'll see there be a cut off. Okay, because it's almost like being like convicted within the soul. It's like when being conflicted in some type of way. Okay, so we'll sit it aside to make sure this is what spirit wants us to be doing it. But if you notice, we're gradually we're drawn right back to it. It's because we're supposed to be doing it. Okay, and without well, it's for a reason, but without like cause. Most people in the world do things with cause. Okay, you went to school, you went to college to obtain a degree because you want a specific type of job, you wanted specific type of benefits, you wanted to make specific type of money. You're working that type of job because you want to work that type of money. You're in this field, you're striving towards having this position, title, or role because it gets you this incentive, this bonus, this benefit, this that and the other, whatever. When you have a life purpose, when you have a calling over your life, when you have spiritual gifts, you are drawn to that gift, for lack of better words, without cause. It is with cause, like it is for a cause, but what I mean by without cause, without the sole purpose of expecting anything particular in from it. Now, true enough, on down the line, you understand what I'm saying, you can make money from a lot of different things. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not the sole reason that we're doing this work. Not for those who are genuinely doing this work. Those of us who are genuinely doing this work, and that's the reason why those of us who are genuinely doing this work, we're light workers. Okay, we don't have to work with darkness. Okay, a majority of us probably, like, just for the sake of doing so, we may like read up on things, research things, different things like that or whatever, but this is naturally in us type of thing. Okay, because we have a calling to do so, because we were drawn to do so. This is the reason why this is not for everybody. You know what I mean? Like when you see, say, a preacher, most preachers, there's something in their background, in their history, in something where they were drawn to that. Not everybody's going to become a preacher. You understand what I'm saying? Just like presidents, you see, there was something with them, their bloodline, their family, their background, whatever, who they are as a person, where that not everybody is going to be a president. You understand what I'm saying? You have certain things, and those are like more of different type of positions. Like the preacher thing was more like kind of coincides here or whatever. Others is other type of positions that say that anybody can say get an education for, study for, strive towards, and different things like that. But when it comes to spiritual things and even religious things or whatever, especially when it has to do with certain positions, people are called to those positions. That's the whole meaning in a person being called, okay? And it's a difference when, because there's a lot of people who are called, okay, but it's only a few of us who are chosen. When you are called, when you have a calling on your life to do something and you are chosen in the process, you have a big freaking life purpose. There's something you're supposed to, that's the type of person that's supposed to leave a legacy behind from what they are doing, okay? You are meant to be of service to people, to help, to heal, to uplift, to guide, to teach, to awaken, to whatever. And that doesn't necessarily mean becoming rich and famous from doing so. Can you make money in the process? Can you be profitable? Sure, okay, but even if there was that something was to come along that we wasn't able to make a dime, we would still have that calling over our life. We would still have that passion. We would still have that purpose. You understand what I'm saying? So just like when those of you who are religious, when you think about the disciples, when you think about, say, like Christ and different things like that or whatever, that's the reason why in this day and time, a lot of the things that they're doing are foolish, okay? Because everything that say all the prophets and the prophetess and the seers and the messengers and different things, they all did those works without getting paid anything. You know what I'm saying? It's only in this day and time where they put a number, put a price, put a cost on things. There's a lot of works that has been done over history, and them people didn't get paid a dime. Okay? That's the reason why with tithes and offerings, it's being perverse. It's being reversed. It's being manipulated to hustle people out of money when that's not what tithes and offerings is about. Real tithes and offerings has to do with goods, has to do with service. You know what I'm saying? How it was back in the day. So say you were a farmer, okay, and you have chickens or, you know, whatever. Okay, roosters, hens, whatever it is, okay, and say you have eggs, okay, and somebody else got an apple tree in their yard, okay, yard full of apples, okay, everybody has something. What's tithe and offering is those people coming in congregation together, coming together, this person bringing their apples, this person bringing their eggs, this person bringing them, and it's all for the congregation, because there was a lot of communal living back then. So the coming together back then, that's what real tithes and offerings is about. Tithes and offerings ain't got nothing to do with money. They had no money back then, okay. So you show me somewhere where it says that you're supposed to give. Do you know that there's more people? And we're going to get back to this. These supposed Christians, do you know they pay more in tithes and offerings than they have ever spent on their own children? There ain't nothing nowhere that tells you to do that. Who are you paying? Because it couldn't be Christ for those of you who's supposed to be religious. This is a being who heal people, who delivered, who cast demons out of people, who walked on water, who took water and turned it into wine, who took a loaf of bread and 2 fish and fed a whole army of people, didn't charge them a dime, didn't get paid a dime. This is a person who died for you for free. This is for those of you who are religious. This is according to the story that they told you. All of this was for free. Where the hell was the tithes and the offerings? So the tithes and the offerings that they collecting 2-3 times in church is a hustle. Okay? Because if that pastor's real calling, church can be anywhere. Church ain't about your fancy ass building. Okay? These mega churches and different shit. Church can be smack dead in the middle of an open field in a park. Okay? It could be anywhere. And we down by the river. So that's how it was back in the day. They didn't have no buildings back then. And different things like that. And the ones that they did, they was like little shack type of places and different things like that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it doesn't mean in this day and time, obviously, with people being, with it being a different day and time, this doesn't mean that, there can't be this coming together with things like tangible things like money and different things like that or whatever to fund this organ, but they run this as like a business. Church is not supposed to be a business, and that's what they have turned it into. You understand what I'm saying? And how you know it's a hustle, because say you decided to be a pastor, okay? You decided to go and get a building for you to preach in. Then you decide to have, say, instruments and different things in there, and Bibles and books and whatever it is that you want to use in this said building to do what it is that you were supposed to be called to do, right? But you are solely putting a responsibility on that congregation to pay for the lights, the water, and the gas in that place, to pay for all the services and in the materials and things that you need in that said place. That doesn't make sense. This is your call. You provide this in. You understand what I'm saying? That's why it doesn't make sense. That's the reason why it's a hustle. How you know it's a hustle? Okay, this would be like you have a house. Okay? You wouldn't go and tell people, hey, I need money from you and you and you and you and you and you so I can pay my rent, so I can pay the lights, water, and gas, so I can put this, that, and other in my house. You look at them like they was crazy. This is your house. If you have the calling to be a pastor, you went and got this building that you're calling a church. That is your house. But then you solely put it on everybody else and call it tithes and offerings to pay for this and fund that. That's not what real tithes and offering is. Now, the people of that congregation can bring goods and services and what they have. And in this day and time, that do include money. You know what I'm saying? But this is something that people should be able to do willfully. Okay? There's some places where they're literally looked down upon for not tying at all. You know what I'm saying? Certain people only able to get higher positions within that said place if they're one of the top tier tithers and different things like that. Okay. So anyway, we gonna get off of that, but this is about your spiritual gifts. Okay. Spiritual gifts are gifts that you have been blessed with by the Creator, okay? These are gifts that were instilled in you. These are gifts that you were supposed to be using in this lifetime, okay? And these gifts are supposed to be of service to others in some way, shape, form, or fashion here, okay? So whether you're into psychic healing, shamanism, aromatherapy, angel readings, okay? Using a pendulum, okay? Your empathy here, okay? Acupuncturist, a peacemaker, Akashic records, okay? Or this kind of tropomancy, okay? Yeah, or even spell work. Now, there are certain people who are drawn to spell work, okay? There's different type of spell work, okay? It's usually dark witches, what are called black witches, who do spells to cast against other people in an effort to hurt or to harm or to stop or to block or to hinder other people. Okay, because I told you when I looked at the bottom of this, spell work was in the reverse. Okay. So there's obviously somebody who's listening to this. You're already doing spell work, and you're not supposed to be doing spell work. You haven't been given permission to do any spell work, and Spirit wants you to stop doing spell work, okay? But there is someone in particular, somebody else that is listening, okay? And you have been given permission to do spell work. Like, spell work is within you. You're being called to explore identifying, raising and directing energy with the intention of bringing forth an outcome. Yeah, I read that right. You're being called to explore identifying, raising and directing energy with the intention of bringing forth an outcome here, okay? And crystal healing is sitting in behind that, okay? Yeah. So that's what's going on here. As it relates to your spiritual gifts, guys, okay? So, Spirit, what other messages do we need to share, or do I need to share with the collective? So I'm seeing leadership here. Many of you all are destined to be like your natural born leaders, okay? You're supposed to be in a leadership position of some kind here, okay? Spirit is saying take charge of this situation here, okay? Spirit, what other messages do we need to know as it relates to the collective's spiritual gifts? I'm definitely seeing oracle cards here, okay? So somebody could be into using oracle cards like myself, like what I'm doing here, okay? Spirit is saying that you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others, okay? And this is the reason why you are destined to be in leadership in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm also seeing children here. Some of you are supposed to be working with children, doing something with children in some type of way. Maybe children and family I'm seeing here. Okay. Some of you all I'm also seeing are supposed to be working with animals. I'm seeing bodybuilder and yoga. Some of you all are supposed to be working with the body, like the physical body. Okay. Yeah. Counseling. Spirit is also saying it's time to decide here, okay? It's time for you to decide here. So like I said, there's somebody here, you're supposed to be working with children and family. There's somebody who is supposed to be working with the actual physical bodies, people's bodies, okay? And then there's other person, you're supposed to be working with animals, using your spiritual gifts to work with animals, to heal animals, okay? We also have freedom here, okay? So whomever you are, Spirit is saying that you have the freedom to do what you choose, okay? Some of you may have to go to school here. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school here, okay? So like I was telling you, like the acupuncturist, okay, if you feel like that is an interest of yours, if you're drawn to that energy, if you feel like that's what you're supposed to do, that's definitely something that, even if it's, like I said, naturally within you, you definitely want to make sure that you have accurate information, like as far as like health wise for people. Just don't get to sticking and pricking and poking on people, you know, okay? Because you've been in, you know what I'm saying, even if it's just an accident, did something wrong, hurt someone, harm someone, you know, something like that, okay? So you want to definitely make sure when it comes to things like that, that you're doing things the right way, okay? Probably the same thing with aromatherapy. I feel like aromatherapy, acupuncturists are definitely things that you can study in an actual school, okay? So I'm seeing if infinite abundance here as well here, okay? So Spirit is saying that you are fully supported in as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose and your spiritual gifts, okay? Many of you all, this is calling for a career change. Many of you all are going to have a career change as you step into your life purpose and as you begin to use your spiritual gifts. Spirit is saying you're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you deserve, okay? So definitely a major a career change is happening for many of you guys, okay? So guys, so let's clarify these situations. Okay, Spirit, so what other messages do I need to share with the collective as it relates to their spiritual gifts? So I'm seeing here vortex of change. as well as adapt to transformation here, okay? Spirit is telling you to engage with the vortex of change, where energy swirl and transformative dances molding anew. This is sitting here on psychic healing and shamanism here, okay? So y'all are in, somebody is in this vortex of change, okay? There's definitely some change that is happening for you, okay? Um, I'm seeing small steps as well as steady progress here. Okay. Clarifying aromatherapy and angel readings here. Okay. Um, Spirit is saying the small wins, the small triumphs, the everyday victories, celebrate them. They will take you there. Okay. Steady progress. Okay. If this is an area that you are already working in, Spirit is saying, okay? To clarify, empathy and pendulum here, we have honest echoes, okay? As well as unwavering faith here, okay? So Spirit is saying, listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth, okay? So those of you who have a clear epiphany, spiritual gift, or those of you who are drawn to using the pendulum, okay, you get honest echoes, you get honest truth in a situation here because you have unwavering faith, okay? So you are given true and accurate messages, okay? And this is the reason why I'm telling you, not everybody is drawn to do this type of work. Those of us who are to get clarity, okay? As it to clarify, what is it? Catastrophomancy with acupuncturists, we have planning phase here, okay? As well as plan wisely. So Spirit is saying, take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward, so you may turn your goals into reality here, okay? So definitely, I feel like this is this planning phase and planning wisely, because this is definitely an area, especially with this acupuncturist, where you need to, like, where there needs to be like some type of study or schooling, or maybe a particular degree of some kind for you to work in that field here, okay? Not so much with the catastrophomancy, okay, because this is you viewing the past, the present, and the future, just like through a crystal ball, but through a mirror, but definitely with the acupuncturist, okay? But plan wisely, okay? And any type of spiritual work, okay, guys, you want to make sure that you're doing spiritual cleansing and you are spiritually protecting yourself as well, okay? So to clarify, Akashic records with Peacemaker, we have here a river of release, okay? As well as release and renew. So Spirit is saying, drift along the river of release, where waters carry away burdens, guiding towards renewal here, okay? And I definitely feel like you're working with Akashic records, as well as being a peacemaker. It brings about it brings about a release, okay, as well as renewals, okay? Yeah, guys. So that's what's going on. Spirit, so bottom of the deck, we have roots of stability, okay, as well as roots of success. So as it relates to, so I definitely feel like you all are going to have stability and success and be very, very victorious in your spiritual gifts, in your life purposes as well, guys, okay? Spirit is saying to ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom, okay? Roots of success. Spirit is saying secure your foundation, okay? Fostering growth and stability for a thriving journey ahead, okay? So you're going to have roots of stability and roots of success, okay? In this career change that you are embarking upon here, guys. That's what's going on here, y'all. Okay. So let's get some more messages here. So Spirit is saying to move boldly into a golden future here, okay? Spirit is saying trust in the Lord with all your heart. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take, okay? Proverbs 3:5-6. Okay? Spirit, what other messages? Spirit is saying shine your inner light brightly, okay? The city has no need of sun or moon, for the glory of God illuminates the city, and the Lamb is its light. Revelations 21:23. This is sitting here. These are the messages, the love and light messages that is clarifying your spiritual gifts here, okay? So the first one we had move boldly into your golden future, which sits here on a psychic healing work in shamanism, okay? With the vortex of change, okay? Shine your inner light brightly is sitting here on aromatherapy and angel readings with small steps and steady progress, okay? Clear empathy. And pendulum here, sitting here with honest echoes. Okay. We have here gentleness is the path of peace. Okay. The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. Psalms 23, 1-3? Yeah. Psalms 23, 1-3 here. Okay. So to clarify this catastrophomancy and acupuncture with planning phase and plan wisely, we get God will lead the way. Okay. This says they were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders and by the power of God's Spirit. Romans 15:19 here. Okay, so if either one of those are your spiritual gifts that you're supposed to be using, that you're supposed to have, Spirit is saying that God will lead the way. Okay. And showing you how, or pointing you in the right direction and what you need to do to move forward, okay? So to clarify Akashic Records with Peacemaker and River of Release with Release and Renew, we get here, give peace a chance, okay? I am leaving you with a gift, a peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. John 14:27 here, okay? Whoever you are, you have the gift of peace, and you are able to give peace unto others as well. Hence why you are meant to be a peacemaker. Hence why you are able given the gift to work with the Akashic Records here, okay? Bottom of the deck, Spirit is saying have the faith to walk through new doors, okay? For everything there is a season, a time for every activity under heaven, okay? This is what is it? I believe I'm pronouncing this right. EXPLICIT, I believe. 3 in 1, guys. Okay? Yeah, I think I pronounced that right. Okay, guys. So, let's see. What other messages Spirit have for you all? We're going to wrap this reading up. The Sun. Okay? So the Sun is about happiness, is about abundance, is about new beginnings, fulfillment, fresh starts, second chances in life. This is about passion and love, okay, and so many good, wonderful, uplifting, joyous things, Spirit is saying, okay? If psychic healing and shamanism is your spiritual gift, okay? Spirit, clarify aromatherapy and angel healing here, okay? So we have the Six of Water here, okay? I feel like the Six of Water can speak to one reminiscing, like it's like nostalgic type of energy, one reminiscing, thinking back, and different things like that. I feel like you're going to be able to use aromatherapy as well as do angel readings for people in an effort to heal them, help them heal the past in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Spirit is saying. Okay, guys, so to clarify, what is this one? Oh, clear empathy. Okay, guys. Clear empathy with the pendulum. Okay. We have Queen of Water here. So you could definitely be a water sign, or you can have water in your chart. Sun, moon, or rising. Okay. Whether you're a water sign or not, you're definitely in the Queen of Water's energy if you are working in this energy with that empathy. The Queen of Water is naturally empathetic, okay? Because we carry that caring, loving, kind, generous, affectionate, compassionate type of energy, okay, with that clear empathy, okay, and with the pendulum as well here, okay. But even if you don't have water in your chart, if you are called to these spiritual gifts here, you're going to be working in a water sign energy, specifically the water sign woman energy, okay. Okay. Spirit, clarify man. What? I keep, hold on, guys. Wait a minute. I'm going to get this word down, okay? Catastrophomancy, okay? Yeah, there we go. With acupuncture, we get the Hermit here, okay? So Spirit is really wanting you to go within, okay? The Hermit goes within. The Hermit is a deep thinker, a deep diver, okay? The Hermit may pray a lot, meditate a lot, think a lot, research a lot, contemplate things, go within. The Hermit reaches a level of spiritual mastery, okay? You need to reach a level of spiritual mastery in an effort to be able, with that catastrophomancy, to see the past, present, and future through those mirrors, okay? As well with acupuncturists, okay? The Hermit is about, it's about peace, it's a calm, it's about solitude, okay? It's a very calming, peaceful type of energy here. So whomever you are, you could naturally be an introverted type of person. It doesn't mean you're antisocial, but you may work alone. You may be to yourself, by yourself, on your own, all alone, okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Spirit, what else? Any other messages? Clarify, what was the last one here, guys? We had, oh, Akashic Records and Peacemaker. Akashic Records and Peacemaker, Spirit. So the Nine of Earth here, okay? You are definitely going to be, you're someone who's independent, you're self-sufficient and abundant, you're going to be financially stable and secure, okay? Very grounded in energy, okay? This can also speak to contentment and luxury, safety, security, financial stability, and security in this energy of this peacemaker, as well as Akashic Records here, okay? Major transformation is happening, okay, in many of you all's life here, okay? I'm seeing the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck here, okay? The High Priestess holds secret knowledge, secret information, occultic knowledge, okay? It's that Holy Grail type of energy, it's between worlds type of energy. The High Priestess is psychic, is knowledgeable, is enlightened, is empathic, is very wise, highly intuitive type of individual, okay? The High Priestess or High Priest can carry likely all of these gifts, okay? But many of these gifts, because a high priestess, like I said, can be psychic, an empath, a medium, clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairempathy, okay? Could have many different talent, skills, or ability, guys, okay? So whomever you are, you're definitely in a high priestess or a high priest energy here, okay? Major career changes happening for many of you all, okay? You're in the energy of root stability and roots success, okay? Yeah. Yep, so that's what's going on here, okay? Spirit is telling you to have faith. Remember to have faith. What does it say? Spirit is saying have the faith to walk through new doors, okay? It's what's at the bottom of the deck, okay? For everything, there is a season, a time for every activity under, yeah, a time for every activity under heaven here. Okay, guys. And you also work in pure and unconditional love as well, guys. Okay, so that concludes your reading for today, guys. This is your spiritual gifts reading. I do hope that it is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you're seeking pertaining to a situation that you may be dealing with, or pertaining to a situation that you may notice someone else is dealing with if you are cross-watching, okay? For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who is interested in donating to the channel, it's greatly appreciated. You can do so through CASHAPP, which is $tiffdiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. Okay? So we have creative solutions as your closing message, guys, okay? Spirit wants you to think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective here, okay? Especially for some of those who you are sitting back questioning if these are your spiritual gifts or not, okay? That's the reason why you have the creative solutions card, okay? Spirit says think outside the box, okay? We have the cosmic pearl at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit is saying expand your psychic gifts. Open the gate to the angelic realms, okay? And this is what your spiritual gifts are all about, okay, guys? One more. We're going to get a fairy message before we get up out of here, okay? Spirit wants you to find balance, okay? There's also hidden depths within situations here. Give us a closing messages for our spirit gifts, spiritual gifts, Spirit. So we have protection here, okay? I was just telling you all about this. Not only are you all protected by your archangels, your guardian angels, even your fairies, y'all. Fairies actually exist, okay? I know some of y'all may not believe, but fairies actually, there's a lot of divine angelic beings, okay? Angels, there's different type of angels. Guardian angels, archangels, you have your ancestors, you have your spirit guides, you have fairies. There's a lot of different spiritual beings, guys, okay? But as it relates to protection, Spirit is saying the fairies of protections are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have wish wisely, okay? So Spirit is saying use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps toward making your dreams come true, guys, okay? So as always, guys, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places and evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep, watch surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.